Here we have the newly redesigned 2025 Ram 1500. This particular truck is the Laramie trim level, and today we're going to kind of look at some of the changes from the 2024s into the 2025 models, as far as not only exterior but also interior, and of course the power plant has changed as well. So let's get into it. Right off the bat, you're going to notice some changes up front with the headlights, the grille, all of that. New on the 25s is the option to have the front-facing camera. All the grills have the spot for it, but not all have it. This particular one does not have the camera. The lights have changed a little bit as well. Different wheel and tire options. Coming around to the back, not a whole lot has changed back here, but you do have, instead of just the little Ram small logo, now you have the big lettering on the tailgate. Looks really good. The big change this year is, of course, you no longer have the 5.7 Hemi. Now you're going to have a straight 6 turbo, which is the Hurricane motor that has been out a few years, and the Grand Wagoneer and things like that. Looking under the hood, of course, you're used to seeing the 5.7. Now you've got a twin turbo system here. As far as towing capacity, depending on configuration, max towing on this is going to be 11,850 pounds with the right gear ratio and all of that. Now, as far as the power these things put out, I will say compared to the 5.7, this thing feels so much more torquey and so much more powerful. Like I said, it's been out for a few years in the Grand Wagoneer and has seemed to do really well. So I guess we're going to kind of see how it's going to do in the truck lineup, as a lot of truck buyers are still hooked on wanting to have the 5.7 or just a Hemi power plant altogether. So a big change there. We'll see how that goes. But so far, I think it's going to do pretty well if marketed correctly, but only time will tell, and we'll see how that happens. Coming inside the truck, this being the Laramie gives you a ton of options. You've got your memory seats here, obviously get your leather power seats, your big moonroof, of course your Laramie stitching here. You still have your big 12-inch screen as well. So not a ton has changed in here. You do get a wireless charger, but you come back here, again, crew cab, same amount of room as last year. Heated seats in the rear, heated and ventilated up front. You can adjust your pedals here forward or backwards, depending on your legs and things like that and your comfort level. So a lot of different options there to make sure you have the perfect ride. Now that we're inside of the truck, got everything turned on, the one thing that you definitely notice immediately is the sound. You no longer hear the exhaust or anything like that. Being a twin turbo, you don't have that big loud V8 noise that everybody was used to hearing. And you can hear a little bit, definitely not what you would expect. The cool thing though, you do have these drive modes here. You can cycle through those. You got your snow, your tow mode, and the sport mode here definitely unlocks all the power of this engine. You get a ton of torque. It's just a lot of fun to drive with that. Obviously the 12-inch screen, same as normal. You get your heated and ventilated seats up front, heated steering wheel, built-in navigation, of course, wireless Android Auto, wireless CarPlay, all that good stuff. Same amount of storage you had before. You got your 2 glove boxes over here. Super comfortable seats. And like I said, you do have the big moonroof. Very nice. It's a little warm out, so we're going to close that back, but same storage you had before. So not a ton has changed inside of the truck, but everything else, the engine, all that, it's a big change this year. So I guess at this point, let's get it out on the road and see how it does. Just getting it out on the road, the first thing you're going to notice, you still have the same comfort that you had before. These trucks are extremely smooth. You don't feel the bumps or anything like that. Just a really, really nice smooth ride. We're going to kind of see what the turbos do here. Nothing crazy, but let's go from 14. Ton of pickup in this little thing, man. The Hurricane motor has a ton of torque, a ton of power for what it is. Definitely going to take a while to get used to, and especially get all your V8 people to move past it. But driving, I think it feels so much better than the 5.7. So we still have plenty to learn about this platform, about the truck, about how they're going to do in sales. But personally, I think it's a great move. It drives well, handles well, the power's there if you need it. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Hurricane, the twin turbo, and how you think it's going to do. Whether you think people will actually move to this or still want the V8s, let me know down below. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and help me out.